Hi guys, it's Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodscraft. Okay, today let's talk about a chamber insert for my 20 gauge. Now, remember a while back I shot the short smooth bore 9mm chamber insert from Shortlane Arms, and I was very impressed with it. At about 10 or so yards it was minting a bunny. I was so impressed with it I went back and I got the rifled 9mm. This is probably 8-10 inches long, something like that. And I want to see what it'll do with the group. Now this is my first time with it. This is just, I'm not doing load development or nothing. This is just raw, stepping up and trying it out. These can turn a shotgun into a great scavenger where I can find ammunition of other calibers and utilize them in a survival or emergency situation. It also means that I can have a sub caliber where the power of the 12 or the 20 gauge isn't needed. For example, running a trap line and being relatively close. Still having the gun available to hunt just about anything, but at the same time being able to have a shell in it that I can do some damage with up close. I'm going to shoot my 9mm with the chamber insert. And this is the aluminum case Federals, the same stuff I used with the smooth bore one. And I'm going to shoot it across my chronograph to get an idea of roughly what I'm doing and try to shoot a little group with it. So let me set you up and you can watch me do it. The hard part is shooting around the dog because he's a hunting dog. And when you shoot, he thinks you shot something and he wants to run check it out. So you have to fire, wait a minute for him to go check it out and then come back and then shoot again. Takes some. Chronograph says 12:54. Okay. Now, first let me say something before everybody gets upset. I did not shoot over the dog. The dog is a hunting dog. He's used to being shotgun shot around him on hunting. He hunts rabbits and birds and stuff like that. He isn't a retriever, but he's one of them you shoot and he'll go find it for you type deal. Just a good woods dog. So we were having to distract him and get him to go down the creek bed a little bit so that I could shoot. So don't be yelling at Blackie for shooting over the dog and hurting the dog's ears. This dog is one of them that you shoot over him with a shotgun hunting. So he's fine. And at no point was he ever downrange directly behind or anywhere near my cone of fire. So we're okay. Now, let me show you the group that this just produced. Now again, this is the Shortlane Arms, the long rifled. It is the 20 gauge 9mm Pathfinder version. Slides right in. And it's got a couple O-rings. You need to grease those O-rings occasionally. Now, let me show you the group. Okay, that is the group at about 15 yards. That is very impressive for just off-the-shelf ammunition with a gun that isn't sighted in, does not have a rear sight, etc. That's just grab it and shoot it. That's pretty impressive. So, I really think this is definitely an improvement. The little short one I've got does a good job at short range of 10 to 15 yards. It would easily be good for a bunny or something like that. And I could probably go with something bigger a little bit farther away. But I was so impressed with the accuracy of that one, I got this one. This acts like a short rifle. Even with no rear sight, I kept that kind of group on it. With a little bit of practice, I would get out to probably 30-40 yards on small game, and I could probably stay on big game out to probably 50 yards. But I'd want to practice that extensively. Now, would you want to shoot big game? In a survival situation, yeah. Because the 9mm with a good hollow point does a good job. And before you go jumping up and down and hollering, remember that the average whitetail that I have in my neck of the woods is no bigger than the average human. And so if the 9mm is considered adequate for a personal defense weapon with good hollow points, it ought to be considered adequate at very close range, like 25 yards or less, on something as big as, say, a pig up close, or a coyote or something like that, should I want to do that. So whatever application you find for it, I really think that this longer barrel rifle really improves it. If I had a rear sight on this, I would have carbine rifle accuracy out of it at short range. So I'm very impressed. Please leave any questions or comments down below, guys. And if you would like to get one of these and try it out yourself, go to Shortlane Arms and I'll leave their information at the end. Till next time, I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodscraft. Wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.